Japan is famous for its many kinds of Kit Kats. There are all sorts of different flavors here that you can get. It's something that you see with a lot of Japanese products when you go around a Japanese supermarket or wherever, is that you see lots of limited edition stuff, lots of regional stuff, especially with food. They really like to have variety. One of the main marketing strategies in Japan is to present customers with a slightly altered product, something that's just a little bit new and there's novelty to it, and people go crazy for that stuff here. And Kit Kat has really tapped into that market. There's all sorts of Kit Kats for specific prefectures that champion the local speciality food, such as Beni Imo Kit Kats for Okinawa, or Wasabi Kit Kats. So yeah, there's loads of them around that are special to a region, but there's also just random other flavors that go across all of Japan, and it's all about novelty. I recently had the good fortune to go to the Kit Kat Chocolatory in Tokyo, so here's some of the stuff that I've got from there. Alright, first things first, I've got this tiny little thing. Kit Kats are a bit smaller here than they are in the UK. Of green tea. These are one of the most famous ones, is the green Kit Kats. Here's one that I opened earlier, and I'm going to taste it now and tell you what it's like. So, it's flavoured after green tea, or matcha as they call it here. Matcha is used in a lot of desserts. There's something called a matcha latte, which is just green tea and milk, and a heck of a lot of sugar, which is a very popular drink, and it's very sweet, and a lot of traditional Japanese desserts are based off green tea. I really wish that the West would catch on to using matcha in desserts. It actually works really well, especially in ice cream. So here we go. So it's got a really sweet taste. There's the normal wafer inside with the kind of creaminess to it and the crunch of the wafer, and then the outside is the same level of thickness of chocolate, but it's very sweet, overpoweringly sweet almost, and it's got a very subtle taste. The taste of the green tea doesn't really hit you until after. Initially it's just kind of like raw sugar and vanilla, so it's not a super strong taste for anybody who's a bit scared and doesn't really like green tea. I would say that this is definitely one to try to get you into green tea flavored sweets. Like, it's not too overpowering, the tea taste. I have had it before, in all honesty, and the next one that we're going to look at, I've had it before, but the third one, that's going to be an exclusive for this video. My first time trying it ever. So, next in our bag, we have Kit Kats from Miyajima. So Miyajima is, of course, famous island in Hiroshima, close to where I live, and it's one of the must-go places in Japan. It's this famous island that's just known to be very mystical, and it's got an amazing shrine on it, and a torii gate that at high tide is engulfed by the water and appears to be floating on the ocean. And at low tide, you can go out and touch it. It's part of the beach. And yeah, it's a really nice place to go, and it has a lot of tourism. This is a special box, probably of omiyage. Omiyage is a kind of present that Japanese people buy for everybody in their office to eat, or for members of their family, because you always have to be thinking about other people in Japan. But look at that, beautifully presented. So yes, we have, how many do we have? Six in each side here, and they're flavoured after a special cake that you can get from Miyajima Island. A cake called a Momiji Manju, which is filled with anko, and it's flavoured with maple on the outside, the cake. But the anko in the middle is something that again is part of traditional Japanese dessert making. Anko is this kind of paste that's sugary, and it's made from fermented beans. And I know that that doesn't sound nice, but bear with me because it is very delicious. It's another one of those things that's used a lot in Japanese desserts, and it's like a real base of traditional Japanese dessert making. They've been eating it for generations here, and it there's no taste quite like it in Western cooking. I wished that there was, because it's really delicious, but there isn't. It's kind of nutty, it's definitely very sweet, it's just so unique. A lot of foreigners, when they first come to Japan, they find it too different, it's too hard to eat, they're just not sure about it. And yeah, a lot of people think that they don't like it because of that. But I think if you give it a chance, if you eat it a couple times, then you can get used to it and you can really, really enjoy it. So let's open it up and see what it looks like. Okay, so I'm immediately hit with this very strong mapley smell. Really delicious, which makes sense because that's the outside of the Momiji Manju cake, is made out of maple syrup type stuff. And yeah, very nice mapley kind of white chocolate, looks white, but it's connected here. And I don't know how I'm supposed to break it apart like that. Like, if I try, yeah, this is just a design flaw, I feel, in the Kit Kat. So let's try some of it. That is really good. So the outside is really sweet. You can definitely get the really mapley taste in there, and you could see inside that in the wafer they've put a kind of red paste like the Anko, which tastes of Anko, but it's mostly the maple taste. But yeah, the Anko is definitely present in there, especially if you know what you're looking for. And it's just like the cake where it's only on the inside. It's really, really clever the way they made it. Only problem is this design where it's not really a finger. I don't want to eat my Kit Kat without breaking it up like an animal. That's just, yeah, they need to make it a proper finger, I think. I don't know if you can tell here, but this part that joins them together is a maple leaf, because Momiji Manjus are supposed to be shaped like a maple leaf. Okay, so moving on to our next thing that I have in here is special Easter Kit Kats. So, for some reason, Japan decided that for Easter they should have banana flavoured Kit Kats. So this is my first time trying these Kit Kats, and yeah, we've got an exclusive here. So here we have it, again, very tiny, little rabbit on the front, which looks nice. It says Easter break. So, let's try it out. Wow, that smells banana. Okay, very pale, again. Looks quite similar in coloration to the Momiji Manju Kit Kats, but you get a very strong artificial banana. You know that kind of banana that somehow reminds you of banana but is nothing like banana? That's what these smell like. But only slightly. Normally that kind of banana sweets, like chewy sweets and stuff, it's really strong, it's like overpowering. This is just a little bit. So we can break it apart into fingers, that's good. Basic Kit Kat design there. Alright, so what I'm getting with all of these in my analysis is that there's this very delayed reaction in tasting whatever the flavour is. First there's just this sweetness and this chocolatiness, and then after chewing it 2 or 3 times, then I get the banana. But it goes very quickly as well. There's like no aftertaste. It doesn't linger at all. Yeah, that's really nice. Reminds me more of a banana milkshake than anything. Yeah, if you're a fan of a banana milkshake, I reckon you'll definitely be a fan of these. And of course it is Easter soon. It's the season of the banana. So yeah, get yourself some Easter Kit Kats. The final thing to try is the very special Kit Kats that have came out. I was able to get some of these, not all of them, but some of them, and this very nice bag here from the Kit Kat Chocolatory. The Kit Kat Chocolatory is a magical place in Ginza in Tokyo, but there are a few others around as well. And the one in Ginza has a bottom floor where you can find all sorts of Kit Kat goodies and all sorts of flavours, but mostly these premium Kit Kats seen here. So this is a Ruby Kit Kat, supposedly made out of a new type of chocolate that's been invented. So it's not dark, it's not milk, it's not white, it's something new. It's naturally red, apparently. And I was lucky enough to try a hot chocolate based on this new chocolate and a finger of it when I was in the cafe above the Kit Kat Chocolatory. The cafe was great. We were pretty much the only ones there, and it was all about this new kind of chocolate. They're really championing it. The taste was really fruity, almost kind of raspberry-ish, and I don't know if that was psychological because it was pink, but yeah, there was definitely a taste of kind of the fruitiness that you get in things that are not supposed to be fruity. But it was really delicious. I'm gonna crave that hot chocolate for the rest of my life. It was probably the nicest hot chocolate I've ever had. It was so fancy, and yeah, I'd highly recommend going to the Kit Kat Cafe above the special Kit Kat Chocolatory. So, this is my video all about Kit Kats. If you have a special type of Kit Kat that you think that I should try, I will hunt it down, and yeah, I will definitely try it. So, if you want to do that, if you want to leave a comment saying what kind of Kit Kat I should try next, please do. I'm always excited to do it. It's my dream before I leave Japan to try every kind of Kit Kat. I don't think that I'm going to make it, but I am definitely going to go to a section in a shop called Don Quijote where they have Kit Kats from all over Japan, and they specialize in having as many different flavors as possible. So yeah, I'm definitely going to hit that up before leaving Japan.